Hey, it's me, Renee. I'm back. And guess 3 times. Yes, I've got another book review for you guys. I've read a lot of books I want to talk about and shout about, talk about, and shout about. I don't know, I said shout and talk. Anywho, um, this is yet another book that I read in Sweden. I read a lot of books in Sweden, so yeah, taking some time to talk about all of them. But yeah, today's book is The Mortal Knight by Michael Cronks. Cronk. So Michael Cronk is actually a booktuber. He is kind of, I feel, say maybe one like those semi-professional ones. He like doesn't really do tags, doesn't really do vlogs. He more talks about he does book reviews, and then he talks about reading on like a higher level, like different genres and why reading is good for you, why, how to get back into reading, and yeah. But yeah, I love him. He makes great videos. But yeah, so this is his second book. He has plans to write like a 12 book series. Like he has big plans. So far, he has 3 books out because he wrote the first 3 books simultaneously, more or less. And yeah, I read this a few weeks ago in Sweden now, and yeah, love it. I have a few gripes with it, but mostly I love it. So in this book, we it's a series where we follow the same people, and in this book, like the first book, there's another mystery. In this book, in the beginning of the book, they go to this big fancy party to try to get some friends or form alliances because the family at the center of here, Sylvana's family is kind of broke. They need money. They need help to figure out how to not be broke. Like they need some way to not be broke. And also at this party where they're trying to make friends to help them and whatnot. What happens? Yes, someone gets killed, and also someone ends up going around killing lots of people. So it's like it's not just someone; it's lots of people gets killed. And also, this party was supposed to be safe. It was supposed to be a safe place where no magic would happen and no one would be hurt. So it's like, what is going on here? So there's mysteries within mysteries in at this party, and also it at this party someone gets essayed in the way that they're groped, like seriously groped, and they can't say no because the person who's doing the groping is a person, well, sorry, immortal, a very important immortal who can't really say no to because he has all the power. So that's kind of thing that happens throughout the book. This person you kind of flashback where you see every few chapters you see this person uh, either attempting or really raping someone. Okay, I'm not really sure why people say grape and not rape, but yeah, that's what it is really. So just know that's going into this book. I would say that you could probably skip over. You don't really have to read those passages in detail. I didn't like it myself. I don't, and I already knew that this book contained it because I saw a video about all of the first 3 books, but for some reason I still read the. I suppose I kind of skimmed that part, but yeah. I mean, reading about essay, it's not really. It's no one's picnic for thing. It's no one's idea of picnic, is it? No, it's not. But also other aspects with this book. This book has sorcerer who's also autistic, so that's quite fun to like have an autistic representation in this world. Uh, it also has and I'm like, yeah, it also has well, no, no, yeah, in difference to the first book, this book travels a bit. They go from like in the party at the very beginning, it happens in Abu Dhabi, and then after a few chapters, they go to Germany, they go to Denmark, they go to uh, yeah, I would say that's about it. But yeah, so you go lots of different places, and also at the end of the book, a big, a big like the reveal of what happened at the beginning of the book with with the murder is a huge reveal. So it's like, what bombshell? And there's different bombshell at the end of the book. Like, oh my god, I need to read the third book. Which I did buy the third book in the same time I bought this one in June. Why I haven't picked up the third book? I mean, I do want to, but there's so many books, so little time. And even though I want to know what's happening with the third book, I suppose I thought I would do it exactly after, but I didn't. But yeah. So yeah, this book, if you well, okay. So to get to before that, to get to my gripe, so this book in this universe, you have people from all over the world who are kind of connected through circumstances and whatnot. And one of the people that I mentioned in this world is a royal family from Denmark. Okay, so first I talk about the royal family from Denmark, and then I talk about how they're from Norway, and then afterwards they're from Denmark. And me, Norwegian, I'm like, okay, are you from Denmark or Norway? Yes, royal families are often inbred, so they could be from different places. But you can't, at one breath say they're from Norway, and then the next breath, like two few times afterwards, say them from Denmark. Denmark and Norway are close together; they're neighbors, but they're not the same country. And even though, yes, most royal families have like interconnected family, you would still say that they're from this place, not this. Like, if you talk about the royal family from England, you think about William and Harry. If you talk about the royal family from Norway, you'd think about Håkon and Mette-Marit. You wouldn't think about the people from Denmark being the Frederick, the current king. So, I mean, yes, this is far from a documentary non-fiction book. I mean, it's all about vampires and whatnot. But also when they use like real life people like Richard the Lionheart, when they use the Kennedys, like those people seem to be used in like the correct way, or like they seem to like using them the facts around them. But then you jump around and play all willy nilly with Scandinavian king houses, monarchies. It feels kind of weird. Like, why do you do Richard with this but not with this? Like, I mean, yes, probably Michael Cronk could mainly think about his audience in Australia. He's in Australia and he maybe just thinks that people in general want to read it. But I think, pretty sure, like, he has audience all over the world. And I also feel like if you're watching people from Denmark, do your research, do it correctly, and Norway, and yeah, that kind of bothered me. So yeah, sorry, Michael, but that bothered me. But yeah, that is though the only gripe I have with this book. Other than that, as the first book, it was fast paced. Honestly, I would say it was kind of more fast paced than the first book. It had lots of surprises. It had humor. It had romance. It had great characters, great world building. I I just love this series so much. And also like what might happen in like because there's hints about what happened in third book and like I am intrigued. I am definitely intrigued. Like you get more backstories to some of the characters, which yeah, I love so much. And yeah. I suppose also yeah, just in case you didn't know or not really sure, this is an adult fantasy book. It's urban fantasy, so it's set in London, in yeah, in our world, in our cities and whatnot. But it's yeah, fantasy. But I mean, I say it's adult because you have sex scenes, but you also have swearing and you also have violent scenes. So just be aware of that. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you to read this if you're 16, 17, but just know this has those kinds of scenes in it. So yeah, just so you're aware of that. And yeah, will I recommend this book? Definitely. Just know some stuff going into it. And yeah, amazing, amazing read. give it a 5 star. 5 star. Yes, I would.